Do you get upset when people don't respond to your messages? When people don't return your calls? If you do, then don't do it to other people. That would be lack of social etiquette. Today I'll talk about just two aspects of social etiquette. One of which is how to deal with the phone. Yeah. Especially in the modern day when it's become a constant companion, especially with mobile phones these days. So when you talk about social etiquette and communication, in this particular case, now talking about telephones or phones, mobile or otherwise, don't get offensive, yeah, because that is a lack of etiquette. And one of the ways we can also be offensive in handling our phones is this thing of having it everywhere, yeah. Don't have your phone when you're having a meal with other people or when you're at meetings unless you have to. If you have to respond to a message when you're with others, for example, at table, excuse yourself, go elsewhere and answer that phone, because keeping your phone on the table and answering it continuously or talking to people on the phone, it just shows that those other people you are attending to on the phone are more important than the ones you are with, either at that meal or in that meeting. If it's a must, excuse yourself. And then the other aspect also of the phone is that please respond to messages. Please return calls. Yeah, I was lucky to work when I was a young lawyer, to work with some very competent, very professional lawyers who, I remember one of them telling us, you cannot keep a letter unresponded, for days on end. If you come from court, for example, some of us who are doing court work, we check which people called and missed you, yeah, so that you can return those calls immediately, yeah, or as soon as possible, yeah. Then another aspect of communication also is correspondence generally. I know this one will apply more to an office setting, but even at a very personal level, responding to emails, yeah, responding to letters, yeah, that we have to do it. I remember being told, okay, by this fantastic bosses that I had, that even if you have to do what we call a holding letter, at least acknowledge receipt of the letter. If there's something deeper that you need to respond to, ask them to give you a little time. But then I remember being told, you cannot go on for 3 days before you respond to a letter. Yeah, remember that whether it's on phone or in writing, whatever answer, but give an answer. Don't just go silent, because we know how it feels when people go silent on us. Yeah, if in fact it causes conflict of that, it may not be necessary at all or should not be there, just because we are not being courteous. So it's all about courtesy. Yeah, when using the phone, when dealing with correspondence, and it is part and parcel of this social etiquette that we are trying to cultivate to make our lives and the lives of others more pleasant. I'll be seeing you in my next one. Bye.